Good morning to esteemed judges and fellow attendees. I'm Mandy Ang from Faculty of Economy and Business. And today, I'd like to discuss a serious issue that affecting many working adults in Malaysia. You imagine this. You wake up every morning already exhausted, burdened by your financial worries, and unsure about your day at work. This isn't just a very scenario. It's a daily reality for a large part of Malaysian workers. In fact, 53% of Malaysian workers are experiencing high level of work-related stress, while a third of them are suffering from anxiety and depression. Motivated by this alarming number, my study, the interplay of work psychosocial factor, economic strain, and burnout, the role of sleep disturbance, explore how this situation contribute to burnout among Malaysian workers. According to our result from hierarchical multiple regression analysis, it shows that economic strain emerged as a significant and strong predictor of burnout, significantly impairing well-being, as it refers to the ongoing stress caused by not having enough money to cover our expenses. Sleep disturbance combined with uncertain psychosocial condition further worsen this issue, while the job demand are high. Interestingly, factors one we may expect, such as work-life conflict, job insecurity, and overall job stress did not emerge as a significant factor in our final model. Rather, the real issue that why so many employees feel burned out are economic strain and sleep quality. So, what is the takeaway from our study? By addressing financial instability, promoting better sleep, and managing work demand, we can significantly reduce our burnout and improve our overall well-being. So, let us use the insight to push a healthier workplace. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Mandy. Now, without wasting time, we will go to our third presenter. Okay, Liu Yu Kang from the Faculty of Economics and Business, mapping the stress spectrum of sustainable health to power, construction and testing and test experience index.
Thanks, MC. Very good morning to judges and fellow scholars. Alright, before I start, let us think about one thing. So, from previous time, we need food and other necessities to go on our life. But nowadays, can you do me a favor to think one thing that you cannot live without with? Honestly, to me, I can't live without internet connections. Alright, so it's very similar when it comes to describing health. So, with a proper internet connections, we can do a lot of things. Such as, we can use it in our work, our study, and even the time we chill with Netflix and YouTube. So, when it comes to describing health, internet connections, just like internet connections, it quietly affects everything we do. But when the internet connection is lost, you know what will happen. Everything collapses, everything falls down. So, to stay healthy in Sarawak, money is not the thing that we are going to talk about. It's not just about money, it's about how good is your education that you receive. It's about how progressive is your job. And even if you have enough food in the fridge. I think I have that. Alright, so for those who have fewer resources, stay healthy is like trying to stream a movie, but we will with a spotty Wi-Fi, very slow. Alright, so to really tackle these issues, I adapted the framework of social gradient in health and developed a socio-economic status measures that I would also like to term it as Hobbes Index. Hobbes Index It stands for household resources, occupational complexity, personal education, economic stability, and also food security. Why hopes, you might ask? Because improving this area will give people hopes for a better and healthier future. Picture from this index, we could see that families in Sarawak have enough food, very good news. But the problem, they have stuck in the low progressive job that promise stagnant income growth. So, my research shows something clear. People with higher socio-economic status enjoy better health. Why? They are more informed, they have better healthcare access, and not to forget, they tend to avoid risky health behavior. All in all, we can see that to build a healthy Sarawak, food security itself won't be enough. So, we need to work hand in hand. For example, expanding education, give more job opportunities that promise progressiveness. So with this, we can build a better Sarawak, a place where we can afford healthcare, secure a stable housing, and truly thrive, and not just to survive. That's all from me. I'm Yukan from Faculty of Economics and Business, UNIMAS. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your impressive presentation. So, the judges are ready. So we go to the fifth presenter, Wei Yan Sim from the Faculty of Economics and Business. Ecological cost of compensatory consumption in Malaysia free-to-play gaming landscape. Now, Wei, the stage is yours.
Yeah. Good morning to all the judges and friends. I'm Wei Yan Sim from Faculty of Economy and Business. Today I want to talk about a hidden issue in the world of free-to-play gaming market. And now let's imagine you download and play a game like Mobile Legends. It's free, exciting with a colorful world and characters. But soon you might tempted to buy special item, power up, or skin to enhance your gaming experience. But these games are not just for free anymore. They can lead to something much more serious called addiction. Here is a fact: 3.5% of Malaysian teenagers now struggling with internet gaming disorder. And my objective is to investigate compensatory consumption behavior, which is in-game purchases, and influence in internet gaming disorder and sleep quality among free-to-play gamers in Malaysia. I use structural equation modeling, which is SEM, found a strong connection between in-game purchase and the internet gaming disorder. The results show that the more someone spends, the more likely they are to get hooked by 44.1%. Next is gamers who spend more are 20% more likely to experience a reduction in sleep, which is meaning that gamers spend more face to gaming addiction and not sleep. And when gaming addiction worsens, sleep quality take an even bigger hit by 37.5%. The conclusion is the more someone spends, the more likely they risk their mental health, their well-being, and their sleep. The real cost of free-to-play is far from free, which is it paid for with mental health and sleep. My study highlights the urgent need to promote a balanced gaming habit and let's put for changes to make the gaming is a source of enjoyment, not harm. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very Yantin for an informative presentation. So far we haven't exceeded 3 minutes yet. Okay, now let's move on to the fifth presenter, Arish Ahmad from the Faculty of Economics and Business as well, with her topic on the sustainability in the product green marketing strategies, and purchase intention, the moderating role of artificial intelligence.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. Well, let me start with a simple question that if you had choice to choose between two products, one is eco-friendly product and the other one is regular one, which one would you choose? You'd probably think that most people would go for eco-friendly product, right? But that's not happening in Malaysia actually. Malaysia has a population of over 34 million people, from which only 10% of people are going towards that eco-friendly product, which are far below than the ideal situation that should be 70 to 80% at least. Surprising, right? Well, my name is Ali Ahmed and this is what my research is all about, understanding that why, despite the global push towards sustainability, the purchase intention of Malaysians towards eco-friendly product still remains critically low. Now, green products are really important for our environment. We all know this, everyone knows this, but still people are not buying them. Why? Maybe because they think that it's too expensive, or maybe they don't understand the benefits of it, or maybe the way these products are advertised are not convincing enough. Well, that's where this research comes in. This research focuses on three key green marketing strategies: green innovation, creativity, and media. Green innovation is all about developing these eco-friendly products that are not only good for the environment but also affordable. Secondly, green creativity is all about making these products more appealing through creative design and marketing. And green media is all about promoting these products and its benefits. Now, to better understand consumer behavior, this study focused on two well-established theories. And this study also incorporates AI as a moderator. Now imagine AI creating more personalized marketing messages that feel personal. For example, if someone is more concerned about health, AI can show them that how green products, eco-friendly products are healthier. If someone is more concerned about money, AI can show that how it's cost effective. So it's all about making the products and message fit the person. Well, I collected data from 300 people across Malaysia using purposive sampling and questionnaire because it's quantitative in nature and results are exciting. AI can solve problems by delivering the right information to the right person at the right time. Well, see how significant and important this research is? Well, my findings show that green marketing strategy significantly increases purchase intention and AI significantly moderates that relationship, which means that all the hypotheses that I tested were accepted, and combining AI with green marketing strategies can help businesses to turn eco-friendly products into the top choices for consumers. And that's the goal of this research, and I believe it's possible with the power of technology and effective marketing. Thank you so much. That's it from myself.
Thank you, Arish, for your powerful presentation. And it's a great topic as well. The role of AI in sustainability in green products. Okay? So now we have the sixth presenter, also from the Faculty of Economic Business, Mr. Komaresat Adalati Kumara, with his topic an empirical investigation into the impact of brand hate, brand image, and consumer demographic on brand boycotts through new word-of-mouth intensity, the role of consumer personality PhD. Komaresat?
Okay, good morning everyone. So this study examines how brand image and consumer demography influence the brand boycott through negative word of mouth intensity with the big 5 personality traits. As a moderator, it highlights the economic risk of boycott brand, emphasizing the needs for strategy solution over reactive action and offer insight for managing brand health digitally. Okay, brand boycott in Malaysia. So in the last year 2023, Malaysia boycott brands like KFC, Starbucks, and McDonald's is solidarity with the current issue, which is the Palestine, leading to KFC closing for 108 stores around Malaysia, and Starbucks seeing a 30% drop also. But meanwhile, local coffee chains such as Zeus gain the popularity, gain the profit, and gain throughout the economy also. Okay, but the boycott also result in job of loss and economy. Okay. And then the objective is to examine how brand health, brand image, and consumer demography affect brand boycott and negative word of mouth. The second one, explore whether consumer personality trait moderate the relationship between brand health, brand image, consumer demographic, and brand boycott. The third one is investigate how this negative word of mouth intensity impact the brand boycott and mediate the relationship between brand health, brand image, consumer demographic, and brand boycott. So the method is through quantitative method with the consumer that have the experience. The sampling is focusing more in Kuching Sarawak. The focus, like I said just now, measure the brand health, brand image, consumer demography, word of mouth, intensity, and brand boycott behavior. And the data analysis is through the distributed statistic, regression, and SME, PLS. And then the expected outcome for this is contribute through the theory that I'm using, which is theory of brand behavior, and the mediating role, brand management, to help the brand manage and marketing understand the strategy of the brand health and boycott, corporate social responsibility, and the policy implication. Okay.
Time's up.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for our presentation to exceed 2 minutes. Okay. So, all of our presenters just now are from the Faculty of Economic Business. So now we move on to our next presenter, which represents the Faculty of Social Science and Humanities, which is Joanne Sim Jojo, the first subject raising the mental health challenges in Sarawak deaf community. Jojo, the stage is yours.
So, do you all know about that? There is 1 in every 3 person in Malaysia actually experiences mental health issues. So because of this, so you can think that actually among all of us, maybe even like people that you know and even yourself, we are actually experiencing mental health issues. Mental health can be very much related to our daily life, and it affects how we think, how we feel, and how we act. For example, now I'm standing here presented to every one of you. I'm actually feeling nervous and anxious, but I'm still able to express my thoughts to every one of you here. And now try to imagine if you are the deaf boy here, living in a silent world, when people around you, they don't know how to communicate with you. This is the reality faced by the Sarawak deaf community. They are not able to express their thoughts and their feelings even to their family members. So this is why my research is to know that how are we going to address these challenges by our deaf community, where a lot of research had mentioned and focused on the general population, but little had been done to address what's the needs of the deaf people. So in order to know the gaps, I have been interviewed the deaf people from all over Sarawak, different regions of Sarawak, by using the language that they are familiar with, which is the Malaysian Sign Language, BIM, and also in order to know about and understand their experiences and to explore more on their challenges. So besides that, I also interviewed the mental health professionals to get to know more about the insights and the services available in Malaysia, in Sarawak. So now, can I ask, is there anyone here understands sign language? Can you raise up your hand? So, okay, only one there. So this is the communication barriers that we have. This is my finding. Because the deaf people in the hearing world, we need someone to connect them. But sadly in Sarawak, we are very lacking of sign language interpreters. So it also leads to very limited access for the deaf people to reach out to the mental health services because of the communication barriers. My research is not only to address the gap, but also to bridge the gap together. I would like to advocate the use of BIM in more settings so that every one of us can be the bridge to connect the deaf people and the hearing people. So let's break the silence. Together we can
address, we can try to ensure that the deaf people is more included in our society, and this is not only a step forward for the deaf community, but also a step towards a more inclusive society. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, now without wasting time, we move on to our next presenter, Tian Niam from the Faculty of Qualitative Science and Human Development, with his topic amalan pendekatan pedagogi berbeza dalam pembelajaran dan pemutakan cara guru bahasa Melayu sekolah menengah Sarawak.
Baiklah, terima kasih dan salam sejahtera kepada semua panel hakim serta para hadirin sekalian. Okey, tajuk perbincangan saya adalah berkaitan dengan amalan pendekatan pedagogi berbeza dalam pembelajaran dan pemudahcaraan guru bahasa Melayu sekolah menengah di seluruh Sarawak ni lah. Okey, bagaimanakah kefahaman dan pengaplikasian pendekatan pedagogi berbeza ni mempengaruhi keberkesanan pada PDP guru lah, PDP guru. Okey, di sini kita dapat lihat pentingnya pembelajaran berbeza ni kepada murid-murid yang pelbagai aras. Sehingga kini KPM masih bagi highlight lah kepada murid-murid perlu dibagi fokus daripada kepelbagaian aras. Okey, jadi dekat sini kita dapat melihat rangkumannya ya, kenyataan masalah objektif. Okey, ada persoalan yang kita dapat disimpulkan dekat sini. Yang pertama adalah berkaitan dengan kefahaman guru. Gap yang pertama iaitu jurang yang pertama adalah kurangnya kefahaman dalam pembelajaran berbeza. Yang kedua pula adalah tentang persepsi guru. Jadi kalau kefahaman tadi dia berkaitan dengan jika guru tersebut tidak punya kefahaman yang mantap berkenaan dengan berbeza, maka tidak akan dapat laksanakan berbeza dengan baik. Yang kedua, persepsi berbeza terhadap keberkesanan. Kebelakangan ini guru-guru dibebani oleh tugas dan tanggungjawab yang sangat-sangat terbeban. Jadi sekiranya persepsi ini terus menghantui guru-guru di sekolah, maka pembelajaran berbeza ini adalah dianggap sebagai satu bebanan kepada mereka. Manakala untuk gap yang ketiga atau jurang ketiga, cabaran praktikal dalam pengaplikasian strategi. Okey, sekiranya guru ingin mengajar pembelajaran berbeza, tapi strategi, kaedah dan pendekatan yang tidak betul yang tidak dilaksanakan, maka fokus grup ataupun murid-murid yang sepatut dibagi fokus di antara berbagai aras lah, aras sederhana, aras rendah ataupun aras tinggi, tidak dapat dilaksanakan dengan baik. Manakala untuk jurang yang seterusnya, kurangnya bukti empirikal tentang keberkesanan berbeza. Okey, antara metodologi yang digunakan adalah secara kualitatif lah, kualitatif bukan kuantitatif, kualitatif sepenuhnya. Kita biarkan terkumpul bersama 12 orang guru bahasa Melayu di sekolah menengah. Dan dapatan kita memang kita dapati bahawa kajian mendapati bahawa perancangan pedagogi berbeza, persepsi, kefahaman, kemahiran aplikasi dan yang mempengaruhi keberkesanan terhadap pendekatan pedagogi berbeza yang diajar di dalam kelas setiap guru. Dan dekat sini kita dapat melihat implikasi kajian bahawa sekiranya guru itu kurangnya kefahaman dan persepsi, maka kemahiran ini akan mempengaruhi keberkesanan pedagogi berbeza ini. Jadi kesimpulannya, sokongan dan latihan yang konsisten perlu ada pada seseorang guru untuk melaksanakan pendekatan pedagogi berbeza ini. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih. Now we move on to the next presenter, Ms. Yap Shi Lin, also from the Faculty of Economics and Business, with her topic assessing the impact of complementary and alternative medicine and conventional treatment on the burden of disease and treatment inherent, evident from the breast cancer survivor in Sarawak.
Okay, breast cancer is the first and top common cancer among the women in Sarawak. 1 out of 6 die due to the breast cancer. Imagine there's a mother of 3 named Sarah. She diagnosed breast cancer stage 3 at the age of 45. She undergo a series of conventional treatment. However, she suffered a lot from the side effect and the implication of this cancer treatment. She tried to use supplement and nutritionist therapy in order to maintain her good health. And she also quit her current job as she thinks that this decision might be beneficial for her as she managed to pay for the debt and medical costs in the public hospital. Soon, after a few months, she quit the job. She received a book from the doctor saying that the current drug that she currently uses no longer tolerate with her cancer cell. So she have to fork out her own money that buy additional drug, which is not under the coverage of government subsidy. So she have to pay 8,000 ringgit for every 3 weeks. This cost her use up 70% of the saving, and the whole family fall into the financial risk. So from this Sarah case, we can see living with cancer is not just a one-time event. So living with cancer, it always comes with the ongoing cost, will cause stress to the individual and also the family. This is where my research on assessing the impact of CAM and conventional treatment on the burden of disease and treatment adherence come in handy. So my research has done, and total of 438 breast cancer patients have been recruited, and majority of them report they have used conventional and also CAM in the past 6 months. So from my study, it also shows that there's 75% of them reported they have at least one type of hardship along the cancer survivorship, and majority have psychological hardship and material hardship. From this hardship, 30% are from medical related costs, and 70% are from non-medical related costs, CAM, and also productivity loss. So as a conclusion, the CAM usage is high among the cancer patient. However, it could bring or negatively impact to our health, especially to the use of herbal supplement and special diet. So my finding conclude that it is important to work hard or work closely with the healthcare provider in order to know the important and what type of treatment they are using that doctor might not know. So this is important to know the comprehensive needs of the patient to make sure there is better quality of life and treatment adherence. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Yap Shi Ling. Okay. Okay, now we move to our next presenter. We present the Faculty of Social Science and Humanities, Ms. Rubiana Inya, with her topic Equity Development in Human Environment Relationship from a Social Ecological System Perspective.
Good morning. To start the presentation, I'd like to ask a very quick question for everyone here right now. First of all, have you ever wondered how land use changes actually reshape the life of rural communities? And do you know what does it mean actually for families who depend on their land for generation through subsistence farming to actually suddenly be pushed to market-oriented agriculture? Best believe this is not just about crops or profit, but this is about livelihood, identity, and how community actually navigate this transition in their way of life. According to CRAN 2007, agricultural development actually is changing how people live and make decisions about their land. For example, families once relied on subsistence farming are now facing challenges in their livelihood and access to resources. Based on this shift of relationship between the people and environment, actually, this is often go unnoticed, but they are directly impacted the well-being of the most vulnerable groups. So, by examining equity, my study will highlight the hidden cost of these land changes. So take a look at this slide here. Most of the time, and I believe everyone here right now also always think that equality is all the same as equity. But it's not. In fact, it is not. Equality refers to sameness. It promotes fairness and justice by giving everyone the same thing, but it can only work if everyone starts from the same place. In this example, equality only works if everyone is at the same height,
Meanwhile, equity refers to fairness. In my study, equity is about making sure people get access to the same opportunity. But sometimes our differences and barriers can create barriers to participation, so we must first ensure equity before we can enjoy equality. To ensure that the voice of every individual in rural community are heard in my study, I use rapid rural appraisal, a participatory approach that can capture local knowledge and experiences. Through these approaches, I am allowed to engage directly with the communities to capture their daily life and how exactly these land use changes affecting their livelihood through semi-structured interview, participants' observations, direct transit walk, and focus group discussion. This is to ensure that my studies stay grounded at the life experience of those actually directly impacted and indirectly impacted of these land use changes. Imagine, what if rural community actually have a truly say in how the land is being used with equity at the core of every development decision? I believe that this is the future I'm working toward. And the long term of my research is to ensure that as land use changes, no one is left behind. I believe that my study will be able to contribute to a future where development benefits everyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Very impressive presentation. Okay, now we have 3 more presenters to go. So let's move on to our last 3 presenter, which is Shazni Binti Awang Samad from the Faculty of Social Science and Humanities, with her topic Empowering Community Participation in Urban Redevelopment, the Darul Hana Redevelopment Project, Sarawak.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. Hello everyone. My name is Shazni Binti Awang Samad. I am PhD student from Faculty of Social Science and Humanities. I am on a mission on a real life challenge which most of people, even in Sarawak, experience. Today, I want to take all of you into a little journey. Are you ready? Okay, let's imagine we are in a lively village by the riverside. We can hear kids playing, neighbors chatting, and the smell of traditional food cooking. But one day, there is a big announcement arrived. This village will soon be redeveloped into a modern community. That sounds interesting, right? But what happened to the people who live in the village? Will they feel excited? Will they still feel at home in this new environment? That's the heart of my research. I'm focusing on how to make sure community are not left behind even when the town and cities are changing. I'm sorry. I'm focusing on the Darul Hana Redevelopment Project, where you see, when cities grow, it's like rearranging furniture in your room, and it can make things more organized. But what if no one asks you how you want your things in your room to be arranged? Too often, redevelopment projects don't include the voices of the communities. This is in Peninsular Malaysia, there are subsections in Act 172 which is specifically to ensure the community participation, but in Sarawak, those same rules don't apply. That's the big gap of my research. In Darul Hana Redevelopment Project is a great example because while it attempts to improve the lives of the residents with creating a better home and services, but somehow some of them feel disconnected. So I'm interviewing key people who make these changes happen, such as government agencies, public planners, private planners, and I'll also be talking with the community leaders who are affected from the Darul Hana Redevelopment Project to ask how they were involved. And there is a special tool called Social Impact Assessment, which to help the government to listen to the community. So what my research will give us is like building a guidebook, or we call it as a conceptual framework that will help the government and urban planners to work with the communities. In the end, cities is not just about building, but it's also about people and everyone to have say in what their home and livelihood look like. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Sabi. Okay, now without wasting time, we have another 2 presenters to go. Okay, next presenter, Abdul Hay Haziq from the Faculty of Economics of Business. With his topic, 3 ways linkage between economic growth, economic consumption, and CO2 emission among the top 10 CO2 emitting countries.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. Okay, today I want to present my topic. Okay, let me make a correction. Okay, it's supposed to be my topic is 3 ways linkage between the economic growth, energy consumption, and CO2 emissions among 10 top CO2 emitting countries. Okay, let me start with the problems. Okay, what is research without a problem, right? The problems that I want to highlight is not about Sarawak, it's not just about Sarawak, it's not about just Malaysia, it's the whole world, which is the global warming. Okay, even though there are some small population mention the global warming is just a fiction, but I can assure you that global warming is not a fiction. You know why? Because there are a lot of evidence. Okay, why we're having a global warming? Because of we human, we produce a lot of CO2 emissions. Okay, we rely too much on the fossil energy. When we rely too much on fossil energy, we produce a lot of CO2 emissions. Okay, you can see here, this is the CO2 emissions and the temperature of the Earth. It have a positive relationship, which is keep increasing since CO2 emission is increasing, the temperature also increasing. Okay, the thing is, when the CO2 emission very thick at the atmosphere, it traps the heat inside the Earth. Okay, when the heat inside the Earth is trapped, that phenomena we call as the greenhouse effect. And there are a lot of evidence of the global warming, which is the ice is melting, the glacier is melting, and the sea level is increasing, and there are a lot of climate change, which is the El Nino. Okay, that's why we need to change to renewable energy. Okay, so my focus is just these 10 top countries, 10 top emitting countries, which is USA, China, India. Okay, because of the impact of these studies, which is these 10 countries. Okay, they produce 2/3 of the CO2 population in the Earth. Okay, compared to 196 countries. Okay, all over the world. Okay, they only consist of 1/3 of CO2 emissions. If we can reduce the CO2 emission produced by 10 top countries in the world, we can achieve the SDG 7 in the future, which is we want to achieve the sustainable, reliable, and affordable energy in the future. Okay, so that's why this study is important, because right now, if we don't change to renewable energy, we will have a lot of problems, which is right now the global is not just warming. According to UN chief, the global is melting. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Abdul Hay. Right, now we move on to our last presenter for today, which is Ahmad Rizwan Kudus from the Faculty of Political Science and Human Development. With this topic, devising knowledge modeling technique with rule-based fuzzy cognitive maths.
Thank you. Personalized learning is very important in this era, and it is the future of education. Personalized learning is an educational approach that tries to customize the learning process for a particular student. But before we performing the personalization process, we need to understand what the student needs, and we need to know what are their current knowledge state. But how can we measure student knowledge? But nowadays, most people think that AI approach, such as machine learning, can solve all problems, but not for this case. Why? Because machine learning problem require first a lot amount of data, and a very powerful computer. And second thing that we need to understand is the characteristic of student knowledge itself. It is changing over time, and it is influenced or affected by many external attributes. Therefore, I present this approach, rule-based fuzzy cognitive maps, to measure student knowledge. This approach is able to represent the influential and the causal relationship between approach when we measuring knowledge. And this approach also is based on fuzzy logic, which is able to handle the uncertainty and the vagueness characteristic of knowledge. So don't worry about the mathematical part. I have made some modification and proposed a new approach, a new mechanism, such as first I introduced a new impact strength parameter relationship between attributes. This one is to depict the causal relationship between attributes. Secondly, I introduced a modified and inferred process. Third, I introduced a new shifting mechanism of this approach. And lastly, I proposed a new mechanism for the accumulation process of the approach. Most of my contribution is toward the algorithm and the mathematical part of this approach. We have tested this approach in several case studies of learning courses, and the performance of this approach is very promising. We understand that our mission here is to provide an easy approach for the educator or the teachers to be able to measure their student knowledge in order for them to design their learning and teaching progress. We understand that not all teachers are able to have a very powerful computer or able to code a machine learning program. So that's why we introduced it for purpose of their knowledge. Thank you so much.